How to switch flight modes. Tap these settings in the upper right corner of the flight interface in the app. Find speed settings under Control Settings. Video mode. Flight speed 6 meters per second. Ascent speed 2 meters per second. Descent speed 2 meters per second. Normal mode. Flight speed 10 meters per second. Ascent speed 4 meters per second. Descent speed 3 meters per second. Sport mode. Flight speed 16 meters per second. Ascent speed 5 meters per second. Descent speed 4 meters per second. In order to activate sport mode, the altitude of the drone must be over 8 m. And the battery level is more than 30%. In sport mode, the drone flies very fast and has higher maneuverability. Battery consumption will also increase, potentially reducing the battery life. Please pay attention to flight safety. How to upload flight log. Tap the menu on the upper right corner of the app homepage. Tap the flight log. Sort by date, time. Find the corresponding log of the flight with anomaly and upload it. Find the drone. If you lose your drone due to a flight failure during the flight, you can try to search for the drone via the Find My Drone function. Enter the app homepage. Tap Me. Activate a Find My Drone. Mobile phone positioning. Home point. The final location of the drone when signal lost. Approach the final location of the drone and try to look for it in the vicinity based on the positioning information in the app. After arriving nearby, you can simultaneously turn on Start Beeping in order to assist the search through the sound of the drone beeping. Camera settings. Auto mode in photo. Set photo format to JPG or RAW plus JPG. Set EV. Switch between the display of the remaining numbers of photos or the available capacity of the current microSD card. Manual mode in photo. Set white balance, camera SS, shutter speed, ISO, light sensitivity. Auto mode in video. Set video resolution and frame rate. Set EV. Switch between the display of the remaining video recording time or the available capacity of the current microSD card. Manual mode in video. Set white balance, camera SS, shutter speed, ISO, light sensitivity. Tap Format to format the SD card. Introduction to settings. Settings interface includes safety, calibration, control, camera, about. Safety. The height limit is 30 meters, and novices are recommended to practice flying in this mode. Measurement system settings. 3 flight speeds available. Set the behavior of the drone when signal lost, and carefully select it according to the flight environment. The minimum altitude at which the drone returns to the home point. Make sure to set this value to be greater than the height of surrounding obstacles before flying. Set the flight altitude and distance reasonably according to local laws and regulations. When enabled, there will be corresponding flight skill prompts at the bottom right of the flight interface. You can view the details of the smart battery. Calibration. It is recommended to calibrate the compass before the flight or calibrate it as prompted. Calibrate the gimbal. Fine-tune the roll and pitch of the gimbal according to special needs. Calibrate the remote controller. Frequency pairing of the remote controller and the drone. Control. Set the control stick mode, Mode 1, left-hand throttle, Mode 2, right-hand throttle. Switch on/off headless mode. Adjust the control speed of the gimbal pitch axis. Quickly switch between horizontal 0 degrees and vertical -90 degrees of the gimbal pitch axis. Switch between stable mode and FPV mode of the gimbal. Camera. Set the camera's white balance parameters. Set grid lines. Set the duration of segmented recording. Displays the SD card capacity. Format the SD card. When enabled, the relevant flight parameters will be displayed at the bottom left of the video. When enabled, the photo will record GPS coordinates. About. View device information, firmware information, app version, etc.